Out front now, the Democratic mayor of Philadelphia, Jim Kenney. And Mayor Kenney, thanks so much for your time this evening. The White House says that this is all about respecting the United States, the national anthem, the men and women of the military. Is it?
Right. No, it's about respecting the First Amendment. It's also about understanding people's experiences in this country. When I hear the national anthem, I stand at attention, I cover my heart, but I'm a white man with privilege. And a lot of people in this country have not had the same privilege that I've had because of their race or because of their ethnicity, because of their gender, because of their status in life. And, everybody reacts differently to what this country has done for them or hasn't done for them. And I think that the right to protest, they put the First Amendment first for a reason. And the president wants to ignore the First Amendment and other amendments in the Constitution and force people to view things and act and speak the way he tells them to. And that's not what this country is about.
Now, Mayor, of course, the White House claims that, last week 81 members of the Eagles were scheduled to attend what would have been today's event. Then they say they were told that only 10, fewer than 10 actually, would actually show up. And the press secretary today, Sarah Sanders, says, look, that is proof that this was, not at all about what you're talking about, Mayor, but just a political stunt. Here's how she put it this afternoon.
If this wasn't a political stunt by the Eagles franchise, then they wouldn't have planned to attend the event and then backed out at the last minute.
What do you say to that? Was it a political stunt?
What do you think the percentage of the White House press corps who stands in that room or sits in that room every day listening to Sarah Sanders, what percentage do you think believe her telling the truth? I mean, she lies from that podium every day. So I have really no reason to believe she's telling the truth on that one. The Eagles clearly, the young men who play for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Eagles organization are very much involved in our community. They rebuild parks. They try to get criminal justice reform. They feed the hungry and the homeless. These are really dedicated athletes who play at high level, but they also have a high concern for our community. And I love them all. And I'll stand with them anytime.
So what do you think did happen, though? I mean, to go from 81 to 10 is a huge decline. I mean, was there something that you're aware of specifically that happened where so many members of the team changed their mind?
No, the premise of your question is based on their assertion that 81 people responded. So,
and that's what you're saying. You don't believe.
I watch. I think that this is all a stunt, and I think that the president is playing the NFL like a fiddle, and these players are caught in the middle. Not one Philadelphia Eagle took a knee last season. Not one stayed in the locker room during the anthem, and he's making it up as he goes along in an effort to divide this country more than he has already.
Now, obviously, many athletes have political differences with this president, as some have in the past with others. Some athletes and managers, Mayor Kenney, who recently won championships, have said going to the White House actually doesn't have anything to do with the person living there. To them, it's actually bigger than that. And here's how three of them put it.
Whenever you have a chance to go to the White House, I think it's easy to say yes, out of respect to the office and the building itself.
In our country, it stands for a lot. It means a lot to a lot of people. If the team goes, I'm going. I'm not gonna say no.
As a team, we decided to go, and like I said, we consider this a great honor and a great accomplishment, and we're thankful for the opportunity to be able to visit the White House again.
What do you make of that, Mayor Kenney? Do they have a point?
Well, there's a lot of discussion about respect, but respect is mutual. Respect is two ways. Donald Trump doesn't respect many people at all, and this attitude that somehow he deserves respect as a result of the title of his office is fallacious, because people deserve respect because of the way they act and the way they treat other people, the way they treat war heroes like John McCain, the way they treat the Khan family, the way they treat women. And that's really what this is about. And you can't go to a White House that's and endorse a president's activities and actions and words. It's almost as if you agree with him.
It is fair to make this about this president, as opposed to the office itself and the White House, what it stands for, the many people who have been inside it, as obviously those three individuals were asserting.
I mean, then they should have gone. I mean, he can't, even if he had to stand there with 10 players and coaches, he's the one who canceled it. So I think it's on him.